Cześć, witam was Martwek z Deadman Gaming, gdzie kontynuujemy naszą premierową rozgrywkę w Anthem. Idziemy odnaleźć w mieście Haluka, z którym będziemy omawiać szczegóły ponownego wejścia do serca furii.
Faith, I'm at the Enclave. No sign of Halleck.
Catch him before he does something stupid.
I'll ask around. Lucky Jack, you seen Halleck?
Yeah, and he looked pissed. Said something about running out of time and that he was gonna talk to Commander Vool.
Faith, you hear that? I'm on my way to Vool.
Why is Halleck talking to the Sentinels?
He's up to something.
Ugh.
Commander Vool?
Freelance, sir.
Did Halleck drop by?
He did. His mood was worse than usual, if that's possible.
What did he want?
The timetable. How long before our Striders arrive?
Did he say why?
He said he missed something back at the Fortress of Dawn. I assumed you were going with him.
Right.
He was in a hurry to get there. Hopefully this isn't something the Sentinels will need to clean up.
We're taking care of it. Faye.
I heard. Listen, someone just saw Halleck leaving the fort.
How?
In his javelin. Damn him. The Fortress of Dawn? By himself?
Not for long. I'm going after him.
Dobra, szybkie spojrzenie na to, czy mamy dobrze ustawionego javelina. Żeby się nie działy takie rzeczy jak przy tytanach. To was... Okej.
Bakery just opened in the market.
Przerobiłem nieco moduły w Javelinie na trochę więcej odporności, jak i skupienia na broni przy jednoczesnym pozbyciu się 35% zwiększonych obrażeń zadawanych, jak i otrzymywanych, co powinno nam dać nieco większą przeżywalność, bo myślę, że to było ten czynnik, który sprawiał, że w walce z tytanami padaliśmy tak często, choć oczywiście to mogło być też spowodowane moim brakiem skilla, ale będziemy się uczyć cały czas, doskonalić. Jest tutaj bardzo dużo pola do nauki i dobrze jest wykorzystać je w pełni, zanim zaczniemy próbować podejść do najtrudniejszych elementów rozgrywki.
I'm heading out now, Faye.
What's the plan?
Find Alec, yell a bit, then wring his neck.
Oh, so a good plan.
Nice and simple.
Just don't be too hard on him.
You were?
And I already regret it. If those were the last words I ever speak to him, I can't raise him. He's not responding.
I'll get him back.
Calling all freelancers. Hello, freelancers. Well, only one in particular.
Owen.
Missed having me in your ear, did you?
What the hell do you want?
Ooh, and Faye too. How quickly I've been replaced.
Answer her question. What the hell do you want?
I'm still working that out. What matters now is you're headed for trouble.
Do you know where I am?
The Dominion aren't fooling around. You've gone from a minor nuisance to a serious impediment. They'd like you to stop. Breathing, that is. Once and for all.
That's not negotiable.
They aren't asking. Alex in over his head. They're gonna ambush him, take him off the map.
What?
Why are you telling us this?
I don't know. Feeling nostalgic, maybe? For simpler times?
You mean when you weren't a complete traitor?
Now that stings. Sure, I might have made a few risky career moves, but look, I'm not a monster. Just watch your back. Bye now.
What a bastard.
Okay, that's the fortress.
Any sign of Halleck?
Pretty quiet. Nothing so far. I'll look around.
Not loving the idea of being back here.
What could go wrong?
I see bodies. Not Halleck's at least. Dominion. Owen was right. It was an ambush.
Maybe Alec turned it around on him.
Watch it. They were waiting for you. You good? Not seeing any more.
Alec must have hold up his sign. I'll go check. Did they make it fixed all the equipment we broke on the way in?
Let's hope not. There's no way Haddock could make it through that gauntlet alone.
Alec!
Over here.
You almost got yourself killed. Why didn't you call me? Although, this looks pretty impressive.
It was Owen.
Owen?
That two-faced bastard came out of nowhere. He's a crack pilot, but... that javelin is something else. Oh, I got a few, but not enough. You know, freelancer is all I ever wanted to be. It's all I do. I got no family. Poured every bit of me into being the best, Chasing my dream of the Legion of Dawn. Read their stories so much I can recite them from memory.
Yeah, me too. You know why? You taught me. Taught most of us.
I don't want to be a teacher.
How? This isn't about you. Being a freelancer's about the team. You showed me that.
Yeah. Well, look who's back. Here's that two-faced bastard now.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve.
It's strange seeing me pilot this javelin. You never recognized my unique talents.
Oh, and the Monitor did?
Yes, he did, actually.
I heard that didn't really work out.
No. But for a while, it was brilliant. The Dawn Shield came up. I was magnificent. You should have seen me. Then, of course, it didn't hold. Seems it needs her signet, but I suspect that you know that already. So naturally, disaster, retreat, failure. In any case, my punishment. The Dominion and I have since parted ways.
Well, I think you learned your lesson.
Oh. And I think you are very lucky I was there to save your ass. It seems your legendary capabilities were oversold. Just a touch. Hold on a second. You built your own Dawn Shield. Faye must have pulled the blueprints from the fortress. That's very clever. So you are still heading to the Cenotaph, but why haven't... It doesn't work. Does it? No, it doesn't work. Not even with her signet. Oh dear, how very upsetting.
Okay, playtime's over. Give us the general's...
No. This belongs to me now.
Oh, and I swear to God.
This doesn't concern you. We need to talk.
Go get the Strider. I'll see you back in Tarsus.
Two-faced bastard.
We were partners. Even friends. If you hadn't just saved Halleck's life,
I've heard it. The Anthem, I've heard it too. I understand how it can drive a person to do terrible things.
Okay.
I watched the Monitor hear it again. He's become crazed. He's got this machine, this weapon. And he's gonna get it to the Cenotaph any way he can, even if that means dragging it across a bridge of his own dead soldiers.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
I'm sorry. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness. But I'm hoping I can make amends. Maybe even save your life. Here. Take this, my friend. I mean, I'm sure you probably would have worked it out eventually, but there's no time, is there? Just get Faye to reverse engineer it, fix your shield, build a whole load, blah, blah, blah.
Where are you gonna go?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. East, west, you know. Again, I am sorry.
Right. You said.
Yeah, not just for that. I'm sensing a whole load of Dominion Furies heading this way right now. Ooh, they seem particularly nasty. You should be fine, though. Good luck, hero!
Oh, and you son of a bitch.
Hey, what is this?
Sorry, Owen wasn't kidding. A Fury, top-of-the-line Dominion. But you're a top-of-the-line freelancer, right?
Gonna find out.
Naprawdę? Czego ja dostałem, buły?
You survived a fury.
Well, don't sound so surprised.
Hey, we've got bigger problems out here.
Alec?
I didn't get very far. I'm outside. You need to see this.
Okej, furie są ciężkie. No to było dziwne.
Over here.
Flight suppression everywhere. I can manage short hops, but just save yourself. No, it's all or nothing, Alec. I'm dead weight, kid. You're dead wrong. You worry about those suppression machines, I'll carve a path. Hey, we're not gonna last long out here.
You'll need an extraction.
Hoping you can work a miracle.
I'm on it. Hang tight.
My fingers.
Co to było?
Why knuckle time?
Nothing to it. I once fought off 3 dozen outlaws that trapped me in a canyon.
How'd you survive?
I just... crap. I've got trouble. Back in a sec.
Sure, leave me hanging.
Sorry.
Sure, just getting started. Hey, how's that miracle coming?
You just worry about the fight. I'll find a way to get you out of there.
Alec, how's it coming?
Just focus on the fight. I'll get this suppression thing sorted.
You know, I kind of have to worry about both.
No, you don't. That's what I was going to tell you. Trust your team. Do your part, we'll do ours. Everyone wins. When I was trapped in that canyon, I covered the north side, my buddy covered the south. And you know what? I never looked south.
Ten system teleportacji jest trochę zdenerwujący, że Biogar go klikuje.
It's gonna be forward momentum. Put them on their heels.
Be easier if I could fly.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Damn. Looks like this flight suppression has a backup in place. I can't do anything until we take that out.
Freelancer, there's a generator nearby. That might solve it.
Worth a try. I'm on it. Alec, try to disable this generator now. Hang tight.
Yeah, sure. I got nowhere else to hang.
patient guy, Alan.
Off duty, maybe, but in the line of fire, you gotta stay in the moment. Start losing focus and you'll miss the bullet coming straight at you.
Okay, Alan, it's down.
Let me see now. Stupid Dominion technology. All the wires are red.
There, you're clear. You can move ahead.
Better. You can fly there.
It's down. Did it, Alan?
Was there a doubt?
I'll do you one better. The miracle's on its way. The trader owes me a favor. He's though burning his strider to you. He'll meet you on the other side of the bridge.
This is Roland Hendricks coming in hot for a pickup. Who needs a ride?
Roland, we're headed your way.
I'm going to have to park it near... Oh, shit! Who was that? We've got Dominion incoming. Get to him, kid. I'll be right behind you.
Get moving, Alan.
Letting you distract them. Throw off some fire.
Thanks a lot.
Tactics, kid. It's how you win.
How so?
Truth is, I needed you to want to save me. Get you fired up.
So the whole dead weight thing?
Freelancers never give up. A good leader knows what motivates their people. My buddy in the canyon, he'd ask me how things looked my way to the north. I kept telling him it's all good. I was lying my ass off getting hammered by outlaws, but it kept my buddy going. So, how's it going, kid?
So good.
Now you're learning. Not liking the looks of this. Strider isn't gonna hold up for long.
Hang in there, Roland.
What do you do to piss the Dominion off anyway?
Long story.
Yeah? Maybe I don't want to know.
Careful, there's a fury.
No. O, mnie te fury wkurzają.
Let's finish this.
I'm with you.
Chciałem na nią odpalić ultimata. Dziękuję bardzo.
You did it. I don't see any more Dominion.
What are we waiting around for? We'll be back. Let's go.
Okej, czyli furie na hardzie one-hitują. Przynajmniej interceptora. Powinien się nauczyć bardziej flankować. Ile mi brakło? 0,01%? Naprawdę? Nowy rekord po prostu. Brakło mi 3 punktów expa na następnym levelu. Nie wierzę z tym expem. Już nawet nie widać gdzie to.
This is nice. Secret spot.
Yeah, takes a little extra to quiet Cypher's mind.
You doing okay?
Oh, yeah, fantastic. Just questioning the nature of existence. Why I'm here, why you're here, the Shapers, the Anthem, life, friendship, hope.
So, just the little things. Would you rather be alone?
No, I'm glad you're here. You know, when you first showed up at Princess Sims, I wasn't sure this was going to work out.
So then why call Tassin?
I was desperate.
Thanks.
Actually, any hesitation was more about Halleck than you. I wasn't sure he'd ever accept you back. And then when he said, welcome aboard, it's fantastic. I've watched him come alive since you came back. He's up early, working on his suit, poring over maps, humming. Thank you for that.
Never mind Halleck and me. What about you?
Me? Well, let's see. It's my fault that the team's broken up, that our mission failed, and Tassin's about to send Sentinels in, probably to their deaths. And yet, with all that, I'm mostly upset that I won't ever hear the Anthem again. That's crazy, right?
Seems to have that effect on people.
Plus, I've hurt my oldest friend.
Where is he?
Don't know, he doesn't speak to me much.
Look, I get it, but please don't take all the blame. I brought you something. Owen gave it to me.
Owen?
Fun story for another time. What do you think? Can we use that to perfect ours?
Yes, of course. Why didn't you lead with this?
You're my friend. I was listening. You know, like a good person.
This is amazing. Have you told Tassin?
Not yet. I needed to make sure Owen wasn't, lying.
Fair point. Well, he's not. I'm gonna let her know we're back in action.
Okay. I'll meet you at Halleck's Javelin in the Enclave.
Halleck.
We'll figure it out. Our people need us to stop the Monitor. No one, nothing is more important.
Yeah. We're actually gonna do this.
Brought you something, Alec.
This is good!
Owen thinks it's the key to making the Dawn Shield work.
Owen!
He knew you'd figure it out eventually.
That's nice of him, I guess. Two-faced bastard. Hey, listen. I was thinking about what you said, about being a team. My ego. That was probably hard to say to my face, but I needed it. Thanks for the kick in the ass, partner. Has Faye seen this? Cause I can't figure this out on my own.
As luck would have it, here she is.
Halleck?
Faye?
I am so sorry.
No, Faye. I am sorry. I used to be the best damn freelancer in all of Bastion, but not anymore. Pisses me off. I forced you to go behind my back because I didn't want to be a burden.
Caring about a friend isn't a burden. It's a gift.
Let's get to work.
Okay.
There it is.
Thank you. Oh, we'll take care of this. You go make sure everything else is ready to head into that storm.
Got it.
Okay.
Ah, freelancer. I'm finishing up a few stories for the wall.
This a bad time?
No, good time. The task is better with company. This is not the Grand Wall of Freemark, but it's a good start.
Why do you do this? The wall, the stories, all of it. For the history books?
I'm not that vain. Well, not about these things. You never saw the Grand Wall, eh? Oh, people came from every corner of Bastion to see it. They read our stories. They believed in us.
People haven't changed. They'll see the work being done and come around.
Of course they will.
What is it?
My friend, the one I lost, I can hear him doubting us both. He could be a stormy sky. But I could make him laugh, huh?
You said he was a freelancer?
Yes, Garnet. Freelancer Garnet. I helped him pick that call sign, you know. It fit. He had a bad start, but survived it all. Oh, tough, that one. But one rainy day, he didn't come home.
What happened?
I don't know. Not all of it. Not where he fell. You see, I have his name, but not his story. This pains me.
He was beyond the wall making things better. The details don't matter.
Of course. I know this. Just... it pains me.
Someone was counting on him to be there. And he was.
That is why I send you out there to pay your respects. To gather stories for our wall. Maybe one day, you bring his story back.
Pójdziemy jeszcze do baru, bo tam widziałem, że mieliśmy kilka
Thanks.
osób, z którymi możemy porozmawiać. I może weźmiemy kontrakt od Brin.
Layton, how are things?
Do we know each other?
I'm a freelancer. We spoke before. You told me you defected from...
Of course, of course. I'm sorry. I remember now. My wife wants me to make new friends. Not doing a good job of it, am I?
You okay?
I don't think so. No, there's a fog. Too much time thinking about the past.
It might help if you talk about it instead.
I was a different man back then. Your opinion of me, it will change.
I won't lie, I could. But I've seen my share of rough stuff in the world. Try me.
I was a Dominion cipher, a surveillance tool of the state, directed against our own people. I tracked their movements, their plans, their sedition. I was very good at this. I was the unseen hand keeping the flock in line. When I caught one straying, they died. Many strayed.
That couldn't have been easy.
Easier than what came next. I also had physical talents, strength, agility, marksmanship. The Dominion put these to use. I was sent abroad on missions. I hunted enemy ciphers, then mentally tortured them to extract information. They begged me to end their agony, which I did, putting a bullet in the source of their pain, their skull. There were so many of them, I lost track. So, what do you think of me now, freelancer?
I'll give you credit for being honest. That was some seriously unvarnished truth.
A truth that I can't seem to reconcile with myself. I did those things.
I can see why your wife is concerned about you.
More than anything, I want to be the man she thinks I can be. The other day, I helped a woman and her boy churn some butter. It was simple. It was real. It's the life I want.
What's holding you back?
The memories don't just vanish.
Your wife mentioned that you've been talking to yourself?
The curse of being a cipher. It's all a jumble. A single word could lead to a memory, and then another I thought I'd forgotten. When I'm thinking, I don't realize it's out loud sometimes.
What's bothering you?
A name. A woman. Aurora. It keeps repeating. She was... Damn headache. I can't remember.
It's okay, if it's too painful.
Aurora is expendable. Collateral damage is acceptable. The state has decided. The state has decreed.
What?
I don't know. It's a memory. I don't know who she was or what I did, but I can feel it.
Whatever happened with her, I think it's tearing you apart.
Can I ever be whole again?
Talk to your wife. Nadira could help. She's worried about you.
No, the shame. Not until I understand this. I need some time to think.
I understand.
Hey, I was hoping you'd drop in.
Here I am.
Remember I told you about Karila and that package, and you said don't take it if you don't know what's in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so she wouldn't tell me what was in it, so I didn't take it. The next morning, her door's wide open, and I see some guy with a death grip on her arm. So I walk over, just to see if everything's all right. Then the guy tells me to walk away. I thought Karila needs my help, so I say, I don't think so. That's when I notice he's holding a knife. He comes at me, and then Karila kicks him in the stomach and jumps on his back. Before I know it, she's got the knife, and he's holding his neck. He takes a couple steps and slowly sinks to the ground. Then Karila gives me a look, starts crying, and says, please help me. So now, she's in my apartment with the package, and across the lane, there's a dead guy in her place.
Go directly to the Sentinels and tell them what happened.
Okay. Okay, thanks. I owe you big time.
Get to it.
Freelancer, I hear the Matthiases are safe.
For now, at least.
Wonderful. Matthias can be difficult, but I can't imagine the Arcanist Order without him.
Sounds like there's a story here. You did refer to him as that jerk when we first met.
I did? No, I probably did. That sounds like me. It's a professional rivalry. And he borrowed my horoscope and never gave it back.
I'm sure there was a good reason for that.
He just forgot he had it, then he lost it, and... Well, Matthias is single-minded in the pursuit of his studies. It means he forgets other things. Other people. It makes him a great Arcanist, but a terrible friend. Or partner.
Wait, you two?
Very briefly, we realized early on that it wasn't going anywhere. Matthias's first and only love is the work. You could probably say the same about me. No one becomes an Arcanist to go only part way. It requires everything you have.
You know, he's 3 people now. You could pick the one you like best.
No, don't. Don't even think of starting with that nonsense.
Just putting it out there.
No.
Not even a little tempted?
Stop it. Go away.
Sure. Take care, Aruna.
Look who's back. Run out of lost tombs to find.
Nah, they're losing more for me as we speak. Tell me something. How hard is it to get Fortuo Brew out here?
That's the wrong question. What you want to ask is, what's it cost and when would it get here? You know how far it is to Fortuo?
Off the top of my head, no.
Damn far. By stride it takes 2 months to make the trip. Longer if there's trouble. And there's always trouble.
Okay, so what would it cost?
You want to do some business? Alright then. I need to send a couple of messages off the record. Your cipher helps me out. I get your brew.
Done. I don't think Faye will mind, especially since it's for Yara.
The trick is not to buy from Fortuo. Just find someone who already imported it. Chasing down collectors and private reserves is like herding grabbers. But I'll get it.
How's the bar treating you?
Still around and kicking, so can't be that bad. Keep your head out there, freelancer.
Kogo my tu mamy jeszcze do rozmowy? O, Mateusz ma dla nas questa. Haluk. Marelda. Jedna. Zo.
What's wrong with implementing proper protocol?
Hello.
Hi, Brindle.
Fair warning, I am in a dark and foul mood.
Does this mean you're gonna depress me?
Probably. I've suffered a number of setbacks recently.
Like what?
My foot traffic initiatives were defeated. I've made 0 progress on the loose cables hazard, and my proposed standing water bylaw is now dead.
That sounds tough. So what's your plan?
My plan is to leave the fort.
If you ask me, I think you should stay.
That's kind of you to say, but my future lies in Anthem.
Why would you move to the capital?
Because it's filled with bureaucrats and politicians who like making rules and consider personal safety a priority. Those are my kind of people.
They are, huh?
It's terrible to admit, but I feel I've wasted my life trying to make this fort a better place to live.
I think you've made this fort better.
Why do you say that?
Because you've always been more than just a safety guy.
That's true. I've always loved maintenance.
Yeah, you made a real difference there, right?
Well, we've cleaned up the market. We're improving facades, and our horticulturalist has done some lovely planting. You've just made me realize I have made our fort a better place to live.
You sure have.
And I have unfinished business here.
What's that?
The fountain in the courtyard still isn't functioning.
You sound determined.
I am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a fountain to fix.
freelancer. Checking up on us?
Thought I'd see how the cartography lessons were going.
Amazing. Apparently, I'm a natural talent.
A natural talent with a lot to learn.
Dax can do it. Especially with your help.
Not to pander to my niece's ego, but she's teaching me as much as I'm teaching her.
I am?
Of course you are. Experience isn't everything. New blood is important. Working with you, it reminds me of my student days in Heliost.
Heliost? Aunt Cordelia, you studied in Anthem.
What? No. I'm certain I spent 8 years in Heliost.
It was a long time ago. Maybe you misremembered, Dax.
No. I remember visiting as a child, and I've never been to Heliost. First time I left Anthem was to come here.
I do remember you visiting. You brought me flowers. I need to lie down.
Aunt Cordelia?
It's okay, Dax. Let her rest.
Please excuse me, freelancer.
How are you feeling? I heard you were sick.
Much better.
Well, that's good to know.
Albo to nie jest ciocia, albo to ciocia z innej rzeczywistości, albo jest po prostu pogubiona. Czy siak? Zobaczymy. No to jest, a może później odwiedzimy. Teraz weźmiemy sobie quest jeszcze od Brienne.
Freelancer, you're back. Good.
You got something for me?
Maybe. I mean, yes. Okay, I do. I order sentinels out beyond the fort to investigate the unusual Scar activity we've been seeing. They didn't report back.
Oh.
I made a mistake, and I owe it to them to finish this properly. You'll still get paid, but this isn't an official sentinel contract. More like a favor for a friend.
I'll do whatever I can. Just point me in the right direction.
I will.
Jeszcze zamienimy ze 2 słowa z Halukiem.
Hey, something wrong? Nah, this is just me being contemplative, as Faye says.
About what?
Giving you a Howling pearl of wisdom that'll matter. And I think it's this. Don't ever believe you're immortal. Want to make your mark? Become a legend? Then assume the next fight is your last.
Halleck, a pep talk usually has a little more pep.
I'm not here to give you my rah-rah freelancer speech. Not like our first time in the heart of rage.
Then what are you trying to say?
I can only teach you what I know. And I know that waiting around for your moment, thinking it's gonna happen tomorrow, just means it won't happen today.
You haven't been waiting around, Halleck.
Of course I have. The heart of rage messed me up. I didn't want to admit I was the weak link. I was getting old. Figured I had all the time in the world. But none of us do. You write your own legend today.
Not mine. Ours.
And that's the other piece of advice. Never go it alone. Some young freelancer with an attitude taught me that.
Funny. I learned it from some old cranky freelancer.
Sounds like they could be friends.
We beat this, and there'll be plenty of time to find out.
You know where to find me.
Look who it is. You certainly know how to put a javelin through its paces. Never just go for a stroll out there, do you?
Do you expect any less?
I shouldn't. You've got your sights set on the Heart of Rage. Not the first time for you either. All part of the adventure, right?
I'm always moving forward, but now it's time to go back.
Sometimes that's the way. I took my son to the platform earlier. We watched the freelancers take off. He said he's going to fly out there and do something awesome. It's not the worst dream to have.
Are you less worried about him becoming a freelancer?
Oh, I'll always worry. I worry about all of you.
You can't look after everyone.
But I wouldn't ask you to stay put either. There's too much out there for you to do. Still, I put enough work into those javelins of yours. You better bring them back.
Is that why you do it?
Not everyone comes back. Happens every day. The little touches, they improve the suits, but they mean someone cares. You're not just another number. You said the fort's your home. Just my way of keeping the lights on for you.
Zmierzamy już ku końcówce gry. Przynajmniej głównego wątku oczywiście. Bo do właściwego endgame'u jeszcze nam trochę brakuje. Ale myślę, że osiągniemy go bez większych problemów jutro. Aczkolwiek poziom 30 może być kwestią dłuższego okresu czasu.
Hi, it's Brent.
Hi. Do you know where your sentinel's headed?
We were tracing a shaper relic the Scars had stolen. A big one, far from the fort. I'll send you their last coordinates.
Got it. What were your missing sentinel's exact orders?
Track, report, and bring back the shaper relic taken by the Scars. Who knows what those little pincers are planning to do with it? Alright, we have the last place I heard from them. Looks like the Scars are here too.
Kurde, ciemno, nic nie widać.
it down.
Good riddance.
That's the last of them.
Good. Let's look for signs of the Sentinels.
Found a beacon. They made it out of here alive and left the trail. Well trained.
Thank the great rabbit's great paw. Okay, got their next location.
Ciemno, nic nie
Red,
widać.
this is really far from the fort.
I know. The scars that took that relic dragged it all the way out there. It's like they're trying to hide something from us. This is where the beacon directed us.
No scars this time, but no sentinels either. Maybe there's another beacon? A second beacon, Brent.
Was hoping for more sentinel-shaped finds, but I'll take it. Wait, I know where this is pointing us. An old mine. Abandoned.
On my way.
You're approaching the mine. Freelancer?
Yeah, Brent?
Just be careful. The mine entrance looks like a war zone. The Sentinels must have fought the scars on their way in.
Scars barricaded the mine entrance. Looks recent.
Okay, look for explosives. Scars always have explosives.
I'm on it.
Czy to idziesz?
Found them all.
What did I tell you? Scars. Take it to the barricade.
Great. Lowering the bomb.
Stay close while at arms. Scars won't be happy.
Gdzie oni? Boom.
I did it. Barricades down.
Great. Into the mines.
Arcanist equipment. Wanna bet that Shaper relic's in here too?
Likely. And you're looking for 6 Sentinels. If you find anything else, let me know.
Brent, one of your team.
Oh, is he okay?
Fought a lot of scars. Don't think anyone made it.
How is he? Can you help him?
Kolega pomógł pistoletem.
Can you stand?
Took some knocks, but I'm coming with.
Are you sure?
Freelancer. I have to see the squad.
Runa.
Freelancer, if the other Sentinels are dead, can you collect their signets?
Of course.
O, twarde.
Got more scars.
You know what to do.
Wow. To gdzie my mamy tego? Tu gdzieś? Czy tam na górze? Chyba niestety.
I found one of your people.
Right. Understood.
Brent, found another of your sentinels.
Okay. Okay.
Sentinel all this.
O, amunicja się kończy.
Sentinel bro.
I don't see a signet. It's missing.
There was a big scar. Their leader. It must have taken it.
Where is it now?
You should... Wait, there's a massive scar heading in your direction.
Duty calls, Freelancer. That's Umbrella Squad.
Mark, watch for systems.
Acknowledge.
Here's the last signet.
Sentinel Bar? What happened?
That relic the scars took went volatile. Squad tried to seal it off.
Bar, you okay?
Wound open. find the last sentinels.
Will do.
Wow.
We've found 4 sentinels so far. The other 2 could still be alive.
I'll tell you if I see them, Bryn.
Koledzy widzę rozbrajają starym, dobrym sposobem. Stary, dobry saperski. Jeden saper na minę. Za to nie trzeba szkolić. Naprawdę? Ciekawe, czy nas przeteleportuje za bramę. A, miło. Kiedyś utknąłem za taką bramą. Ups.
How's that person still standing?
It's a tough one.
Tu możemy koledze. Wow. Nigdy nie wiadomo, w którą stronę on zaatakuje. O, nie chcę tu być. Zdecydowanie nie chcę tu być. Tu też nie chcę być.
Keep going, Freelancer. You're literally that much is down.
I really hope so.
Ow.
That's it. You just sit down.
Phew, good going. Now that you've got breathing room, any signs of the sentinels?
Bryn, I found the 5th sentinel.
Sentinel Tam.
This Shaper relic made the Ursics. Tam must have died silencing it. If your sentinels hadn't shut it down, things would be way worse.
True. That's true. It's done. You did good work.
I'm sorry I couldn't find your last sentinel. You might have made it out.
Thanks to you, we saved Darien. And the others can be at peace. I have arrangements to make. And a missing sentinel to track down.
Take care, Bryn.
była jedna z ostatnich misji, jakie wykonamy przed udaniem się do serca Furii, czyli de facto końcówką gry. Epicka snajperka, dobrze. Tego ostrza to się przyda. Zmienię kompas śmigacza. O, to się zdecydowanie przyda. To jest generalnie bardzo dobra RKM, więc... Ale póki co zostaniemy przy pistoletach. Idziemy sobie do portu. Haddock i Faye już czekają przy moim Javelinie. Pewnie w ogóle nie mogę do niego wejść bez rozmowy z nimi. Przejdziemy się jeszcze po forcie i prawdopodobnie już udamy się ku końcówce gry.
Hi, Marilla. How are you?
I don't know. I went looking for your father's ashes so we could spread them. They weren't there.
Doesn't mean we can't still have a memorial for him.
No, the vase wasn't there. And it's strange, now that I'm trying to remember. Some things you've said. I wonder. I don't know if the vase was ever there. I'm not sure what's happening anymore.
That's because your memory is playing tricks on you.
Why would it do that?
To protect you from painful things that happened.
Like what?
Why is the vase important?
Oh, Dad, of course. He died. But I already knew that.
How did he die?
You were hurt. And...
I was? How? This is important.
No. I don't want to remember that day.
You've been in denial. Remembering what happened is the only way to get past this.
The truth almost killed me.
Except it didn't. You're still here. You're strong. What happened?
It was a warm day. Freemark was hot that time of year. You were playing with your father, pretending you were a javelin pilot. He was roaring like an Ursix, chasing you. You were so young. Your little legs scampering around, so happy. But then...
It's okay.
The sirens started. Gunfire was everywhere. Someone shouted, "The Dominion are here." Then the explosions. I heard you scream. Ran over. Your father was bleeding, but you were under the rubble. Piles of concrete. I tried lifting it, but it was too heavy. You were yelling, "Daddy's hurt, help Daddy." I pulled him away. Then there was another explosion. The rubble collapsed, but you
can do this.
You died. My brave little boy. You were supposed to grow up and be a freelancer. Fall in love. Become a man. But you never did. because I couldn't save you. Can you ever forgive me?
It's better if you forgive yourself.
How can I? Your father. He died the next day. They took him away. I never got to bury him. Or you.
None of it was your fault.
But I loved them. So much.
They wouldn't want you to blame yourself. They'd want you to be happy again. Can you do that?
I think so. Yes. But you're not Kyla, are you?
No. Just a friend trying to help.
Well, I'd be proud to be your mother. What you've done for me. I spent 10 years waiting for someone who would never come. You saved me.
I just gave you a little nudge. You saved yourself.
My thanks could never be enough, but... thank you.
Be well. Take care of yourself.
No i historia była jedną z najsmutniejszych, z jakimi mieliśmy do czynienia tutaj w forcie Tarsis. Czeka nas tutaj dość dużo rozmów z różnymi osobami. Myślę, że zanim udamy się na ostatnią misję, porozmawiamy jeszcze z nimi.
I'm telling you straight up. Hey, pal. It's really good to see you.
Hey, Neeson.
I'm glad you bumped into me because I want to give you a heads up on Sentinel Bryn.
What about her?
Okay, so she's got a thing about scars.
What about them?
Well, she's always going on about how we have to be careful because they're a threat and dangerous and scars this and scars that.
She's right. Scars are a constant danger.
Sure, but she's fixated on them. Every time I bring up scars, she goes on a rant about what a murderous plague they are.
Maybe she's got a reason to feel the way she does.
I'm sure she does, but maybe it's time to let it go and start realizing that scars are people too.
But scars aren't people.
I know that. It's just an expression.
Actually, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking we should just agree to disagree on this one. Hey, do you want to tag along while I run some errands?
I'd rather not.
Then maybe I could tag along with you.
I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. We should be getting back to work. See you later, Lancer.
Pojawiły się tutaj wspomniane morale opisujące historię freelancerów. No fort zaczyna generalnie wyglądać coraz lepiej. Tutaj rasa, której jeszcze nie widzieliśmy. Ale która wiem, że istnieje w świecie gry. Dobra, zobaczymy. Gdzie by to pójść?
Nadira?
Freelancer. My husband Leighton mentioned you saw him again.
We spoke. He told me about his past, what he did for the Dominion.
Pretty bad, I'm guessing.
It was, but he regrets all the pain he caused.
He still feels it. I don't know how to make it go away.
He talked about someone named Aurora. I think it's a woman he knew. Something bad happened to her.
Aurora?
That rings a bell?
I've seen the name. A briefing on an old Dominion operation. Details were sketchy. I'm trying to remember. I think it was called Prism Tacit. That was their code name for it.
Do you think Leighton was involved?
He must have been. But if I ask him, it'll get messy. I'm his wife now, not his debriefing agent. There's too much emotion involved.
That just means you care. Leighton's lucky he found you.
Who knew spying was the easy part? It's marriage that takes training.
Can't help you there.
You've already done more than you had to. I appreciate it. We both do.
When I see Leighton again, I'll ask him about this Prism Tacit.
Thank you.
Cardea, how are you feeling?
Oh, freelancer. Fine. I'm fine.
Where's Dax?
She's on an errand. Yes, I wanted tea, lavender, I think.
Tak stoi obok.
I ran out.
O matko.
Lavender's my favorite.
Yes, you told me.
I don't think so.
That was the first time?
We've never discussed tea before.
Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry.
Last time I was here, you thought you'd studied in Helios. And now you're referencing conversations we've never had.
I know. I'm getting worse. Dax took me to an Arcanist. Well, technically 3 of them.
You met the Matthiases.
Yes. Interesting fellows. I told them what happened to me when I was trapped.
That you experienced your past, present, and future. I thought you said those memories were fading.
I'm not sure. I've been confused. I know things I shouldn't. Some days, my memories are consistent with Dax's. Other days, they're not. The Matthiases think I was trapped in a temporal reality. What I saw were possible pasts and futures, but not necessarily true.
You said I changed things for the freelancers, and that we become legends.
I don't remember everything I saw. It comes in flashes. Besides, it's probably wrong.
But it could be right.
Even if it was, would you really want to know?
I'm not a delicate flower, Cardea. If you remember something, please tell me.
Okay. You restore the freelancers to their former glory, but an ancient enemy returns. And this time, humanity fails. You fail.
Well, that's darker than I expected.
I shouldn't have told you.
No, it's okay. Cardea, what you saw is just a possibility. Like you said, it's probably wrong.
Doesn't it bother you?
Every time I get in my javelin, there's a chance the worst will happen. If I focused on the negative, I'd never be able to do my job.
I wish I had your confidence.
The first step is sorting out these memories. There has to be a way to tell which ones are genuine.
In time, the false memories might disappear. Right now, all I can do is ask. I rely on those answers.
But can you live like that?
Yes, I can. You survived the Heart of Rage. I'll survive this.
Coraz ciekawsze wątki tutaj występują w konwersacjach. Zobaczmy, kogo jeszcze mamy do rozmów. Brin, Matiasow, kilka osób w barze i oczywiście Haluka. Okej.
Oh, Freelancer. You're here. Hello.
Hi, Bryn. Friend of yours?
No.
No.
This is Sentinel Commander Vul.
Commander, can I call you Vul? Nice to meet you.
I don't think I've ever seen you associate with a non-Sentinel, Bryn.
Oh, well, you know, trying to expand my horizons.
Interesting.
Bryn and I have been working on our friendship-making skills.
That doesn't sound like Bryn.
It really doesn't.
Regardless, you can learn a thing or two from Sentinel Bryn, Freelancer.
Or vice versa?
Unlikely. Good to meet you. As you were, Bryn.
Whew. Quick thinking there. The Sentinels above me aren't exactly on board with external assistance. If this works out, I'll bring them around.
If this works out?
Well, you are pretty good at shooting scars. Ugh, scars are the worst.
Yep.
Dobra, tylko teraz muszę z nimi pogadać tak, żeby nie wziąć misji.
Kind of has an obsession with Fortuo brew, doesn't he? Tells fantastic stories, though. Lady Cardia and Commander Fool, huh? The gossip's everywhere. Fort Tarsus's power couple. That Fool. There's always something about a man in a uniform, isn't there?
Raczej.
Hey, Max. Got a minute?
Sure. This one's on the house, even. What do you need?
It's about Matthias Sumner.
Him again?
Actually, them now. There's, 3 of them.
Alright, this I've got to hear. What did he do to himself?
There was a Shaper relic and things got weird. You know how it goes. They're completely different people from the guy who tore up your bar. Literally. Plus, they almost melted into goo because Summer couldn't get a drink.
No, I don't want to know more about Arcanist crap. You say they're going to behave themselves, I'll let them in. They break something, it's on your tab.
Thanks, Max. You're a gem.
Just don't spread it around. Can't have folks thinking I've gone soft.
Is it a regulator thing? You gotta act tough all the time?
No. I mean, back in Helios, I know regulators who are squishier than custard pies. But this isn't Helios. The frontier isn't civilized. You run a business out here, you better be armor-plated.
Are you from Helios? Or you just know people there?
Originally? No, family came from Fortuo, I guess. Only been there a couple of times, though. Smugglers don't tend to stay in one place for long. I was born on a strider, halfway between Bastion and the Mylands. Been all over. A couple times.
This bar's really worth enough to keep you here? I think you want to keep wandering.
I've been a lot of places. Done a lot of things. Didn't expect to run a bar, but it's not so bad. I know people. I know all the supply lines, how all the money works, what wheels to grease. And I get to do it sitting in a comfortable chair inside Sentinel-guarded walls, and nobody bats an eye. Plus, my wife likes it better when I keep regular hours, you know?
The Ember Hole.
Aruna!
Freelancer. Doing well? Lots of talk about you around town.
Nice things, I hope.
Mostly complimentary. Though I do wonder if the tales have grown in the telling. Apparently, you're the best at, I believe the phrase is, Ursix punching.
Ursix punching is one of my many skills.
Right below javelin sky zooms and pew-pew projectiles?
You're making fun.
No!
What have you been up to?
Taking a few days off. Checking messages from Anthem. I've got another expedition lined up after that.
What is it you actually do? Matthias said you knew things about reality.
Sort of. I study the effects of conflicts between the Anthem of creation and Shaper constructs.
Meaning?
My theory is that the Anthem is like a river, carving the landscape as it rushes on. Shaper constructs are dams built to harness that awesome power for... well, we don't know. And where the river meets the dam, chaos, turbulence.
You study that turbulence.
Exactly.
Studying something is pointless unless you can fix it.
Not everything can be fixed. What about observation for its own sake?
If a dam breaks when people are in harm's way, I can't just observe.
I wasn't implying we should let people die. But what if no one's in the way? Nothing's learned about natural processes if we intervene.
The relics aren't natural.
They operate along certain rules. They must. We just have to figure out what they are. Can we just say that the Arcanist observes and the Freelancer helps if things go wrong?
Sure. Sounds about right.
All right. I'm gonna get more tea.
Talk to you soon.
Hey, remember Karila and the package and how she killed that guy and you told me to go to the Sentinels?
Once the killing started, it just made sense to get the authorities involved.
Oh, you made a good call. When we got back to my place, there was nothing there. No Karila, no package, and when I checked her place, spotless.
What did the Sentinels say?
Their commander, Vul, said I was lucky they didn't arrest me for wasting their time. I was confused, relieved, and embarrassed all at the same time. And the weirdest thing of all, after the Sentinels left, Karila shows up.
Seriously?
I know. She says, "Thank you, Amal." Then gives me the sweetest kiss of my entire life. I just hope she got her share of the Ember.
The package was filled with Ember?
It's crazy what people will do for Ember, huh? But now she's gone. Her place is empty, and I have no idea where she is.
Yeah, but she knows where you are. Maybe she'll stop by someday.
That would be nice, as long as nobody gets killed next time. She was a lot of trouble. I'm sure gonna miss her.
O, kogo my tu jeszcze mamy? Masajas. Byliśmy o niego, nie mogliśmy tam bardzo porozmawiać, chyba że to jeden i ten sam, co zleca misję. Ale na razie nie chcemy je brać. Swoją drogą, dlaczego mi się Haluch tu wyświetla, skoro jest w drugiej części fortu? No nic, może błąd na mapie. Wracamy do niego i udamy się ku końcówce, ku sercu furii.
It works?
It does work.
Yeah, put it on.
You have news?
Good news. Watch.
You ready?
Amazing. You did it. Yeah. Where's yours? You'll need a dawn shield too.
Halleck's not taking his javelin into the storm with you.
No?
Nope. The Strider withstood the storm last time. I will make sure she does it again.
Hey, what's gonna happen when I hear the anthem? What if I lose myself?
You won't. Strong alone, stronger together, right?
Ah, who told you that? Come on, there's no time to waste. The Dominion's already on the march.
Perfect. The Monitor probably thinks he's won. He won't even see us coming.
Come on, Freelancer. We got a new legend to write.
Ay, ay, ay. Like being thrown down the stairs in a barrel. Tough it out a little longer. Okay. It's as far as I can take us before the Strider gets ripped to shreds.
Faye?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Get ready.
It wasn't this bad before.
No, it wasn't. Could be the heart of razors growing. Could be the Monitor messing with the cenotaph. Whoa. Winds are crazy. Watch the rip stream out there. You already met the wildlife. Watch for shadows. That's how you know they're diving at you.
Got it.
The updraft from the lava will mess with your thrusters. Just push through as fast as you can.
I'm picking up Striders. Tassin Sentinels, I think. They're hours away. It's just us and the Dominion now.
Good. It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
Ready, Javelin 1?
Ready when you are. We've got your back. You go there and you kick some ass.
Myślę, że możemy tutaj wziąć kilka stymulantów na tą misję. Myślę, że weźmiemy tą regenerację. Siłę słony. A w slocie drugim ładowanie wyposażenia. Pieczęć pancerza też by była dobra. Ale to wyposażenie nam się cholernie przyda. Trzeci będzie dopiero na poziomie 30. Oczywiście one są jednorazowe. Dlatego się je trzyma na szczególne okazje, ale w przypadku endgame'u będą bardzo ważne. Spróbujemy przejść tę misję na trudnym, czyli na najwyższym poziomie trudności dostępnym obecnie. No i zobaczymy, jak będzie. Zaczynamy zatem. Powrót do serca furii. Końcówkę gry. Dobry zestaw.
Team, check in.
I can't focus. I'm with you, but it's hard to think.
Just hang in there, Faye. Don't worry about us. Faye's got us patched to Dominion comms. I've got an eye on the weather. Anything's coming, we'll know. Just focus on the mission.
We're really back. Can't believe I'm seeing this again.
You got this. Head for the city rooms up the hill. Careful, Dominion's entrenched up ahead.
Freelancers. Good. I was afraid you weren't coming.
Yeah, I'll bet the lack of an audience was just killing you.
Something like that. Let's see if you can meet me at the cenotaph. I know you'll appreciate what I'm about to do.
Well, they know we're here.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can do this. Hang in there. okay. Good work. Keep after the monitor.
No, ekipa widzę porządna.
Sounds familiar. Strange watching this happen a second time. Hey, this time you know how to take one of these monsters down. Time for some payback, yeah!
No może mnie wteleportuje tam zaraz. Jakiegoś laga złapałem przy przechodzeniu przez drzwi. No tak. Typowo. Dlatego ten system właśnie doczytywania jest dość jeszcze niedopracowany. Au, dlaczego na mnie znowu? Panie kolego, wskrzesz mnie pan. O, dziękuję bardzo. Zobaczyłem, że stanie po drugiej stronie od niego. Poprawia koordynację spiny, bo on się koncentruje na jednej stronie. Okej, to jest chyba lekka przesada. Ajajaj. Dalej pójdzie na sztukę rozgromi. Tutaj rzeczywiście jest najłatwiej Colossusem. Nie ma łatwo. Przecież tylko jeden z nas. w końcówce gry nie ma lipy. Te namierzające pociski to jest masakra. Dysponuje tak szerokim arsenałem robienia krzywdy. No. I widzicie właśnie. Jak nie jedno, to drugie. No. No to jest przesada. Wybuch?
I can't tell you how good it was to watch that thing die.
Keep going. There's more Dominion ahead of you.
Nienawidzę walki z tytanami. Już podnosimy was, koledzy. Kolosy są najlepsze na tę walkę. Reszta, przerąbane na hardzie. Ale trzeba się nauczyć.
Freelancers ever been. Faye, you alright? Howla, can you hear me? Is Faye?
What's the matter? Lost your cipher? Weak minds just can't handle the Anthem, can they? You tried so hard to...
Don't worry, you haven't lost your audience. I'll be seeing you soon.
Looking forward to it.
Dobra, panowie, idziemy na górę. Co się kręcimy? Ale to twarde.
Get out of the storm. No, I won't leave you to do this alone. Get close to the grounder. I can shut it down.
The storm's getting worse by the second. You gotta hurry.
I'll catch it. Your little friends are back. I'm getting all misty-eyed.
I'll give you something to cry about. Dominion messed with something they couldn't control and bit them in the ass. Difficult. You're gonna have to silence it to get through to the Cenotaph.
Echoes. You'll need...
Don't worry, Faye. I'm on it. You know the drill. Shut this thing down.
Incoming.
They're sending brutes your way. They're calling in air support. Watch your back.
O, to co robi ręka. Nie wiem, czy mnie właśnie trzasnęło, ale bolało. Gdzie jest jeszcze jakiś... okej.
The door's still shut. Why's the door shut?
Furies are the Guardians holding the door.
They just don't give up, do they?
Jezu! Jakie to jest złe. No przesada. Ta końcówka jest stworzona chyba typowo pod Colossus Seba. Dochodzenie tego innym. Ewelina wiąże się ze srogiem WPR-em. No ludzie święci, bez przesady. Jak tego unikać? Jedno padło, ale reszta... Jak widzicie, Colossus się zasłoni tarczą. Chociażby przy skrzeszaniu. A tą tarczę też musi odnowić od czasu do czasu. Ale te ataki są przerąbane. Oh.
That's it. Now there's nothing between you and the cenotaph.
Okay, I'm in the eye of the storm. Owen was right. The monitor has a machine connected to the cenotaph.
Hey, I can communicate with the monitor. His mind is open to me.
Learn whatever you can. Never seen anything like this. It's blocking my access to the relic inside.
The Anthem is calling me.
Come on, Faye, I need you. This is the heart of rage. I need my cipher. Faye? You may have beat me here, but I am silencing the cenotaph. Wait, it's not here. The monitor's dead.
Not dead. Transcendent. One with the Anthem.
Ah.
I should have been a god. I can still remake the world in fire.
Destroy those things before they explode. Hurry!
Everything will burn. No, I'm not finished.
What happened? He's part of the cenotaph now. It's activated him elsewhere. Hurry!
Jedyny, który przetrwał tym razem, to Storm, który się unosił nad polem bitwy. Oj, dziękuję bardzo, kolego. Końcówka na hardzie niełatwa jest. Tak samo nazwa wskazuje. Szczęście można trochę odsapnąć pomiędzy kolejnymi fazami. Na monitora.
Is he changing the heart of rage? The storm, cenotaph, and monitor are all linked now.
Hope my shields last through this acid.
Okej, tranzycja.
Faye, tell me he's weakening.
The cenotaph, its power is out of control.
That sounds bad.
The storm is growing. Hurry.
Że tu jakaś amunicja. Kurde, nie bardzo. A tu. Lecę. Prawdopodobnie mnie doteleportuje do nich, tak.
Lightning is messing with my javelin. Sensors are going haywire.
Whoa.
He's electrifying the ground. Watch out.
Ja muszę się rozejrzeć, co tu się dzieje. A, nawet nie mogłem wcisnąć ulta. Dziękuję.
Faye! Oh. What are you doing here? Are you all right?
Did you see that? Faye was connected to the monitor. Cipher to cipher. She knows what to do.
What's she doing?
I don't know. Not great.
I'm doing better than you.
Helen. Never mind that.
The Anthem was interfering. I couldn't reach you. I have to get to that machine.
I got you, Faye.
No time to lose. I can hear the Anthem.
What do we do?
Dominion seals. To get you to the cenotaph, I need to get closer to the Anthem, like the monitor did.
Go. While you can. You got this. Faye! Let go! Come back!
It's beautiful.
Faye! Faye!
You okay?
I heard it. I heard it and I let it go.
Faye, we did it. We did it.
Oh. Easy, easy. Oh. So what's next?
Nothing. You said one job.
No, I didn't.
You did. I was there. You were very clear.
I mean, maybe I want to renegotiate. But more importantly, who's gonna fix my Strider?
Our Strider. I think that's what he meant.
Doubt it.
Well, I'll tell you what. You help me fix it. And we'll talk.
Co to się wczytuje? Jestem ciekaw. Zliczenie misji. No, ten niebieski zasłużył w pełni. A miał też najwyższy level, a to dużo zmienia. Chociażby ten moduł. To, że napisy potrafią trwać dobre kilkanaście minut. Myślę, że je sobie tymczasowo pominiemy.
Hey, freelancer.
Yarrow?
So what's the word on the Dominion?
Though the Monitor is dead, many still fight on. Talk to you later. Hear me?
I hear you.
Bastards are probably here to stay.
You came through. Fine work.
Of course we did.
Never a doubt.
Thank you.
Time for celebration! Whew. Let's all have a drink.
As long as we don't talk about work.
What, me? Okay.
I just need a moment.
Can I talk about my Strider? I have plans.
Just give me 5 minutes to relax with no Strider, no Anthem, no relics, no contracts.
There's something you need to see.
I want you to meet Grandmaster Adams.
You entered Freemark. You silenced the cenotaph.
Yes, with help.
Right on. Strong alone, stronger together. Hey, let me show you something. We found this just inside the eastern border. Killed 2 of our team before we were able to put it down. and a map of the region on it.
Urgoth. You've heard of them.
From stories, paintings, but they're long gone from Bastion.
Oh, this could either be a single scout or the beginning of something much, much bigger.
Corvus is worried that the death of the Monitor, while vital, has left us vulnerable in places we never even considered.
And we're reaching out to you because by all accounts, you're something special. But can you keep quiet about this? We don't want to freak people out.
Sure.
Good.
We'll be in touch.
Zapowiedź nadchodzącego w marcu, jak miałem, kolejnego rozdziału opowieści. I tak oto dotarliśmy do endgame'u, gdzie będziemy rozwijać naszą postać już pod kątem kolejnych wyzwań, a fabularnie dokończymy questy związane z nabijaniem reputacji w określonych frakcjach. Uzyskaliśmy dostęp do 2 fortyfikacji. Zwania legionistów. Okay. No to może jednak po doczłapaniu się do 30. Jeszcze czeka nas trochę różnych rozmów. Haluk, Arona, Erka, Iskabryn, Macias, Elde, Prospero, Tassin. No, mamy trochę rozmów do przeprowadzenia. Oczywiście w dniu jutrzejszym dalej będziemy streamować rozgrywki z Anthem, już tym razem mniej fabularnie, bardziej nastawione na czysty gameplay.
So, you're the one after all. I thought it might be you. The Grandmaster talked to you?
I talked to him, yeah. What's this about?
You've been making waves. Opening the gates of the Fortress of Dawn? Not bad. But reaching the inner sanctum? All kinds of wheels started turning in Anthem when you did that.
What do you mean? Why would anybody in Anthem care about me?
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city.
That's huge and unexpected.
A lot of eyes are watching you now, wondering what you'll do next.
Yes, well, they're not the only ones.
I can help you with that. I guess it's time to properly introduce myself. I'm the lawkeeper and storyteller for the Legion of Dawn.
The Legion is gone. It broke apart centuries ago.
The Lancers left the path, it's true. But there have always been a few souls tasked with keeping the Legion alive. Ardenvasa left the wheels ready to turn for a reason. The path of the Legionnaire has been waiting, like the doors at the Fortress of Dawn, for a worthy Lancer.
This sounds like you're about to give me a contract. Or several.
Not a contract, not a job. A challenge of a sort. You know the stories of General Tarsus. Do you know the tales of her most trusted counsel?
I've heard their names. Children's stories, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsus. All who had the heart to fight were given a place. But a few were more than just lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsus, walking the path as she did. The Legionnaires.
In the trials, Ardenvasa said something about walking the path too.
You opened the doors, but it's not enough to pass the tests. You must keep walking, day after day. Ardenvasa, builder of the first javelin, the first emperor. Sanadin, whose swiftness inspired Corvus. Medero, Magnastral, and Leotrail the Unbroken. They all had one thing in common. They shared the ideals of Helena Tarsis.
And you want me to do that too?
Follow in their footsteps. Become a Legionnaire. So many eyes are watching you. If you can do this, revive the path of the Legionnaire, maybe the glory days of the Legion are only beginning.
Że ta rozmowa otwiera nam endgame, gdzie będziemy zdobywać coraz lepszy sprzęt, podejmować się coraz większych wyzwań. Teraz wysłuchamy opowieści o Mideronie, który de facto będzie jednym z wyzwań, szeregu wyzwań, z jakimi przyjdzie nam się zmierzyć.
Mideron was the son of Arcanists. He had lived his entire life in a cavern, underground, hiding. At 10 years old, he had never seen the sky, or an Urgoth, or any beast but men. The world was utterly unknown to him, except for tales of horror and woe. But among the stories warning children to hide and obey their parents, Mideron heard one other, a whispered tale of a rebellion against the Urgoth, and a legion rising to set all people free. So, at just 10 years old, Mideron left the safety of the Arcanists to find the Legion of Dawn.
His parents couldn't have just let him go, could they?
They forbade him, of course, but he picked his moment and ran away. Raised to be a scholar, he knew how to read the secret signs of the Arcanists. He followed them through the wilds to the Legion of Dawn. Or he tried to, anyway. The Chimera had a different plan.
Is this the kind of story where a small boy fights a Chimera with a stick and a rock?
No. Although most of those stories you've heard are based on Mideron. He'd never seen a Chimera. He'd never even seen a Grabbit, but he was a very good student. He learned all the warning signs that he was being hunted, and remembered stories about laying false trails. He led the Chimera on a long and winding path through the rocks, back and forth. He could never shake the creature, but it could never find him. Then, the other hunters came. General Tarsis, in the first javelin ever made. Testing her new armor, she found the Chimera stalking the boy.
Lucky for Mideron.
No luck about it. Tarsis followed his trail, just as the Chimera did. She was just learning the javelin. No one knew what it could do, not even the man who made it. Not trusting her suit's strength in a fight with the Chimera, she lured it into chasing her instead. While it ran after Tarsis, Leotrail found the boy and spirited him away to safety.
After all that, he just went home again? That's not much of a story.
I said safety, not home. They took him to their own camp, where the Legion hid at the time. When Tarsis asked where he lived and who his people were, Mideron replied, "You are my people." The others tried to persuade him to return home, but after a long moment, Tarsis said, "He is home." From then on, Mideron served as a page to the Legion of Dawn. Eventually, he became a Legionnaire himself. But that's another story.
To wydarzeń, 25 fortyfikacji, 25 kontraktów i 25 szybkich gier. No, jest co robić. Idziemy do baru. Złapać Holuka.
Hey, my friend. Alec, Feeling okay?
Yep, had a bottle of cackleberry wine. Been waiting years to pop it open. Needed the right occasion.
Aha.
Faye calls it truth juice, so I'm waiting here for the truth of life to infuse my brain. Hoping the anthem might sing to me. Anyway, so... I once took a whiz in my javelin.
Halleck, I think it's a different kind of truth juice.
Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Made my bladder gladder right there in the suit.
Who hasn't tested the hydraulics out once in a while?
Hydraulics. See? Truth is, I never thought you were funny. At all. Like, ever.
Never?
Nope. But, the truthier truth is I like you anyway. You're a good friend. Just don't go telling Halleck I said that.
Feelings mutual. You're not such a bad guy after all.
What? You've been drinking cackleberry wine or something?
No. This is me 100% sober.
Huh. We need to change that. Hey, it reminds me. I once took a whiz in my javelin.
So I've heard.
Yeah, but have you heard I'm the Crimson Lancer? Pretty sure they based the whole show on me. Seize your glory, Lancers! Into the maw! Death is just a reunion with old friends!
It's uncanny.
Right? Don't need wine to see that.
Halleck wymiata. Mam nadzieję, że go będzie więcej w następnych rozdziałach opowieści. Bo będzie ich więcej, już na marzec zapowiedziany kolejny. A krótko po nich kolejne gameplayowe rozwiązania, takie jak kataklizmy.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
This? Listen.
Perhaps you could reconsider the teaching position. I just want you to be safe, Ducky.
My father died in a storm. Mother thinks I'll end up the same. She hates what I do. I dread her messages. They're always the same. Tears, pleading.
She cares about you. I don't think she can stop worrying.
I just don't want to hurt her. I want her to be happy because I'm happy. That's never gonna happen, is it?
Would teaching really be so bad?
I'm not sure. I'd be decent at it. People say I'm good at explaining things, and shaping young minds does have its appeal. But how could I leave all this? You're a Lancer. Something must drive you to risk yourself out there day after day, same as me.
What I do is important, and worth the risk.
Then you understand what it's like to commit yourself to something you really believe in. I'm afraid I'll regret leaving, or miss out on some great discovery.
Are you going to let fear drive your decisions?
Fear? But I face death all the time.
There's more than one kind of courage.
You're saying fieldwork is the safe choice?
It's the one you know.
That's completely backward and sensible. Maybe what requires more courage right now is being there for my mother. I have a lot to think about, and I should see if that teaching position's still open. Check with me soon.
Layton.
Good to see you, Freelancer.
That name, the one that's been bothering you.
Aurora.
I mentioned it to your wife.
You did?
You can't keep going like this. It's killing you.
Maybe, but remembering the wrong thing could be just as bad.
You're used to taking risks, aren't you?
Calculated ones.
Then what are your odds if you do nothing and these memories eat you alive?
I would lose Nadira. I suppose it's a gamble I have to take. What did you find out? Who was this Aurora?
Nadira thought she was connected to a Dominion operation. Does Prism Tacit mean anything to you?
This was...
Layton?
This was a mistake. We shouldn't have done it.
What?
I'm remembering now. You have no idea what's going on here.
Whatever it is, we need the truth. It's the only way this gets solved.
You may regret that.
Then tell me why.
A Dominion plan to infiltrate Corvus. A cipher mentally programmed to pose as a defector.
Wait a minute.
Underneath the defector's persona, the real agent remembers everything he sees and hears.
Oh, crap.
I remember who I am.
You're the agent.
My name is the Trigger. I'm Prism Tacit.
Maybe so, but your persona, I don't think it was a lie. His regret, your regret, sounded genuine.
It was deemed the most probable way to gain her trust.
Who?
Aurora, the code name for the enemy operative likely to have useful intelligence. My wife, Nadira.
You used her?
It's why her name is so painful to hear.
I think I was wrong about you.
No, I was wrong about myself. The man I was programmed to be has become the man I want to be. My conscience began as a facade, a layer, but it fed the seeds of doubt, of truth. I understand the pain I've caused, that I will cause. I really do love her. But I pulled away, knowing what the other part of me planned. I can't lose her.
Maybe in the world of spies, this is how things go. Maybe she'll understand.
Spy or not, she's still my wife. She saw the best in me, and I returned the favor by giving her my worst.
And now?
Tell my wife. It's your obligation to Fort Tarsis. I'm done lying. She was right, you know. I needed to make a friend. You've helped me understand myself. But don't risk yourself or others. Repeat the trigger now. My persona will forget we had this conversation.
If you insist. Prism Tacit.
Freelancer, I'm sorry, I must have drifted again. These damn memories. What were we saying?
Nothing. I was just leaving.
Jak widzicie, te wątki poboczne warto tutaj śledzić. Kryją się pod nimi całkiem dobre ścieżki fabularne. Zobaczymy. Nie ma jej tu. Zobaczymy, czy gdzieś się ukrywa. Ale póki co jej nie widzę. Jest Bryn. Oczywiście Halo, który mistycznie przeniósł się z baru tam. Kolej kilka osób. No dobra. Człowiek, jego żona może być. Ale pójdziemy na razie tutaj.
Hey there. Piece of advice?
Okay, where do I start? Your temper can get too...
No, I'm saying from me to you.
Oh, sure. What have you got?
Silencing the cenotaph? Burn it into your brain. Someday it'll be the good old days. The legend that gets freelancers excited. And reminds you what badass feels like.
Years must be catching up if you forgot something like that. Getting an aptitude, huh? Looking for signs of senility.
I'll have you know that badass courses through these veins. I defined it. That rogue Ursix that terrorized Shadow Gap Trench? I put the final bullet in its brain. Or that battle of Wyvern Horde at Indigo Vale? I was there.
Yeah? What was it like?
A dozen freelancers dropped in from above. Down a sheer cliff, landed in a circle on an outcropping. Nothing but death below. No margin for error. Had to surround them. 12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of Wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent.
All right, I'll give you that one. Pretty impressive.
Badass.
If you can remember it.
Kid, no one will ever forget it.
Mamy kontrakty dla freelancerów, ale na razie pójdziemy tutaj jeszcze.
Hello again, Meralda.
Hi, freelancer. Don't worry, I know who you are.
How are you doing?
Much better. All thanks to you.
Couldn't leave you to suffer like that.
You were everything I'd hoped Kylo would grow up to be.
I'm flattered.
It's true. It was hard letting go.
I can see why, but it's good to see you're moving on.
My mother always said I was too stubborn. I didn't realize how right she was. All these years I've been drifting. I finally let myself grieve.
That's important.
A lot of crying. But mostly a lot of laughing. I looked at paintings I made of him. He was something special.
Must feel like a weight is lifted.
More like a boulder. This is my last day here. I'm moving to Anthem to be with my sister.
Fresh air, fresh start.
That's the plan. Hope to start painting again too.
So this is goodbye?
I think it is. Not that I didn't enjoy your company, but time to move on. Goodbye, freelancer.
Take care.
Dobrze, że udało nam się doprowadzić ją do dobrego stanu psychicznego, bo ten, w którym była, mógł się różnie skończyć.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Who asked who?
We both did. I mean, it just sort of came up. We agreed it was time.
So great.
Dobra, pogadamy z Prospero.
There he is. Hero of Fort Tarsus. The Heart of Rage, no less. I knew he'd bring the thunder.
And some lightning along with it. You know, to make a statement.
You've been listening. Damn, that makes me proud.
You might have rubbed off.
To think, when we first met, the Forge wouldn't even work. And now, you tamed the mother of all storms. The freelancers are back, and not even the Anthem's temper can stop them.
Thanks, though I'm sure some new trouble is bound to come along.
In this world, I guarantee it. Not a month goes by, I'm not shaking my head at some crazy thing a Shaperonica's done. But I'll feel better knowing the freelancers are back in business.
We wouldn't be anywhere without the guy selling us a little thunder and lightning.
No, I just bottle it. You deliver it.
Well, don't ever stop. We'll need plenty of bottles, I'm sure.
What I wanted to hear.
I'd best get back to it.
Don't be a stranger.
You know, you surprised me.
How's that?
I never questioned your battle skills, but your resolve and mental toughness exceeded my expectations.
Thank you, Tassin.
Do you know what I like about you?
My eyes?
What? No, don't be ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you something important.
Sorry, I thought we were connecting.
I admire your loyalty. You stuck by your friends and stayed true to Fort Tarsus.
That's just the kind of freelancer I am.
I agree. Did you know that besides resourcefulness, courage, and intelligence, Corvus values loyalty above all?
I do too.
We may have more in common than you think.
Are you saying I'd make a good spy?
Agent?
Right. Agent.
No. Working for Corvus is a gift. We are the eyes and ears of Bastion, but it comes with risks. Like dying alone, being abandoned by your own government, and in certain times, even reviled as a traitor.
You make it sound so fun.
You joke, but freelancer life can also be unforgiving.
I guess we both have lousy jobs, huh?
Yes, but it's a living.
Did you just crack a joke?
No, I work for Corvus. We never joke.
That's what I thought.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will.
Lucky Jack's been a busy one.
Wiedziałem, że jeszcze ktoś, z kim mieliśmy porozmawiać. Jenny.
Hi, Johnny.
There you are. Heard you got back in one piece.
Were you worried?
No. Yes. I mean, the Heart of Rage and I have a nasty history.
Right. I heard you were in Freemark.
You're a great freelancer. but that storm killed some of our best.
We can't forget those who died, but at least no one else will die there.
Thank you. It means a lot to me and my brother.
You're welcome.
Anyway, congratulations. You're a big fish now. You should celebrate. Look around this place. The difference you've made is amazing.
Thanks.
I especially love that they fixed the Lancer statues in the courtyard. They meant so much to me as a kid.
How come?
Well, Fort Tarsis was my home and my prison. Safe behind the walls. Day in, day out. But Lancers? Lancers got to see the whole wide world. They were hope. When I felt cold or small, I'd sit across from the statues and my daydreams would warm me up. So, yeah, the fort is feeling better. More like home.
Things will only get better from here.
Hope so.
Will I see you around then?
I'll be around. Take care, big fish.
Myślę, że na zakończenie tego streama zrobimy sobie jeszcze jeden kontrakt. Może od Bryn.
Hello, Bryn.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Are you all right?
Of course I'm all right. Everything's fine. Just... we lost some Lancers. I ordered Sentinels too far out. Far beyond patrol boundaries. They knew the risks when I sent them out there.
You're a commander. This can't be the first time you've lost troops.
No, of course not. It's the first time I've lost good people because I was being a reckless fool. You and I have been working together and you made it look so doable, so possible.
Bryn,
I thought we could handle things from here on our own.
Bad calls happen to the best of us.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
A lot of friends went into the Heart of Rage with me and didn't come back out.
Right. Of course. I'm sorry.
Look, you can beat yourself up, but who does that help?
No, you're right. How did you get through it?
What do you think the answer to that question is?
I think my best guess would be to grieve and atone. I know what you're doing, Freelancer. You may have noticed this about me, but I'm not...
big on the talking about feelings front?
Or having them. It's not really my strong suit.
I'll tell you what. You leave relationship building to me, and I'll leave the decisive military strategy to you.
Deal. Freelancer, I have an idea.
Hello to you too, Bryn.
Sorry. Hello. Anyhow, listen, I think our Freelancer Sentinel collaboration needs to expand systematically. To that end, would you care to help our patrols? Can always use reliable backup.
The Sentinels won't mind sharing the glory?
If enough people are shooting at them when you arrive, it should be fine.
Zanim polecimy na kontrakt, jeszcze odwiedzimy kuźnię, żeby zaktualizować nieco sprzęt, dołożyć kolejny moduł. I będziemy trzymać kciuki za dobre dropienie tak zwanych epaksów, czyli fioletowych przedmiotów wysokiej klasy, które nam wprowadzą postać w endgame. Ok, tego już nie potrzebuję, tego też. Kombory, amunicja, regen sprzętu. No na razie nie zostanie regen sprzętu. Moduł 6. Nie, to jest... Ale to mamy skrypcję bojową, więc to sobie podmienimy. Co byśmy mogli tutaj wziąć? Combo Aory. Wzmocnienie osłony. Zdecydowanie tak. A jeszcze może by się przydało to wymienić. Inskrypcję strzelca. A ta pojemność tutaj. A widzę, że wskoczyły niebieskie moduły, więc pojemnik na amunicję. Gdzie mamy te inskrypcje? A, wiem, że była gdzieś inskrypcja strzelca. O, proszę bardzo. 27 poziom. Okej, mamy wszystko, co potrzeba. I starczy na jeszcze kilka. Dobra, część trzeba powyrzucać, bo już tym nas zalegają. Sądzę, że wszystko poniżej 24 możemy rzucić. Zaraz mam to. Nie mam. Ok, trochę porządku. To już byliśmy. Lodowy ostrzegam sprzętu. Amunicja plus 20. A to nie jest duża amunicja, weźmiemy. Tak. Ok. No, miny są generalnie takie sobie, więc czy tu coś mamy? Mamy właśnie epaksową snajperkę Typhoon, kowadło, ale zostaniemy przy pistoletach, bo pod nie jesteśmy skonfigurowani. Ale wykujemy sobie nowe. Tu bierzemy podmuch, tak? Stary możemy już rozłożyć. Myślę, że tu też już możemy się pozbyć. I tutaj weźmiemy sobie ten nowo wybudowany trajektor. I tego starego też się pozbędziemy. Prawda, mam jeszcze dużo slotów, ale przydaje się je czyścić na bieżąco. No dobra. Myślę, że możemy wejść i ruszyć na misję ostatnią dzisiaj. Chociaż oczywiście jutro powrócimy ze streamami. Oczywiście cały czas warto zbierać materiały, chociażby po to, żeby mieć z czego wytwarzać stymulanty, które zdecydowanie przydadzą się podczas robienia twierdz na wyższym poziomie trudności, co będzie się oczywiście wiązało z lepszym sprzętem, aczkolwiek na razie skupimy się na rozwoju postaci w sensie levelowania, żeby dobić do tego progu, który zapewnia dropienie tak zwanych masterworków, czyli przedmiotów pomarańczowych, które oprócz tego, co widzieliśmy na broni do tej pory, mają także dodatkowe właściwości, takie jak rożenie prądem co kilka strzałów, jak wybuchy przy co trzecim strzale w słaby punkt, jak zwiększone obrażenie przy unoszeniu się i tak dalej. Jest to broń, która potrafi naprawdę mocno zmienić nasz gameplay, nasz sposób prowadzenia rozgrywki i zdecydowanie wykonywanie jak największej ilości czynności wspiera zdobycie tej broni. Przelecimy przez wodospad, schodzimy się przy okazji. Spójrzcie na te widoki, jest jedyny w swoim rodzaju. Ostrożnie tutaj. O właśnie dlatego. O, kopię ten pistolet już. Coś w nas celuje. To gdzie tu mamy naszego?
Found 3 signets now. That's every signet in the area. I'm glad we can archive them properly. Just one more thing. Sentinels are going after a threat to the fort. I need you to back them up.
No to mamy Apexa. Fajne jest to, że przedmioty mają szansę wypaść z praktycznie każdego stworzenia, które zabijamy. Oczywiście z tych na misji najszybciej i zaraz z zwiększeniem poziomu trudności wiąże się większa szansa na loot. Ale to jest o tyle fajne, że praktycznie każda aktywność spotyka się tutaj z nagrodą, albo przynajmniej szansą na takową.
This is the raid point. The Sentinels could use someone to blow off those scorpion eggs. Someone means you. Just to be clear.
Good news. The team got the last Scorpion egg. There. Now you can get rid of those hostiles. Another group of Sentinels just sent out a distress call. They're not far.
I've got it.
Ale niebo.
There. Sentinels trying to push back the Minion troops. Give them some help.
Oh. A kurczę, wysoko jest.
Need a repair. You've got inbound hostiles.
Okay.
The Dominion's got our backup. An officer. Take them out.
Yes, Dominion officer down. You really helped the Sentinels out today. Thanks. We won't forget it.
Powiem szczerze, obudziłem się nieco po tym, także myślę, że możemy zrobić jeszcze jeden bonusowy kontrakt. I dopiero wtedy pójść spać. Tak to już jest z tymi shooter literami. Jest obecnie 3 w nocy, a mi się chce grać dalej. Dobra robota, BioWare. Zemsta. To jest bardzo dobry shotgun ogólnie. Pora. Fortarsis. Myślę, że weźmiemy jeszcze jeden kontrakt od Jaroła, bo ten od arkanistów prawdopodobnie wiązałby się z jakimiś zagadkami, a te często bywają dość żmudne. Więc przejdziemy prosto do wysokooktanowej akcji i z tego co pamiętam, ten wątek prowadzony przez Jarrow jest dosyć ciekawy. Standardowy, aczkolwiek ciekawy. Dodatki do kodeksu. Cóż, ja tak już mam, że lubię wszystko pozbierać. Nawet jeżeli nie chce mi się tego wszystkiego od razu przeczytać, to na zaś, jak to mówią.
Got some contracts to get you started. People need help. Get out there and lend a hand.
Will do.
Duchy. Wszędzie duchy. To będzie już naprawdę nasza ostatnia misja na teraz, przed pójściem spać, a jutro możecie spodziewać się kolejnych streamów już z endgame'u, które koncentrować się będą głównie na wykonywaniu kontraktów, prawdopodobnie też lataniu po otwartym świecie w celu załapania się na trwający obecnie weekendowy event związany z 4 tytanami wędrującymi po ziemiach Bastionu i przede wszystkim polowaniu na coraz to lepszy sprzęt, być może również na twierdzach. Trzymajcie kciuki za dobre masterworki jutro, bo to naprawdę zmienia grę. Chociaż przy tej ilości stopni trudności tak naprawdę polowanie na lód nigdy się nie kończy. Crazy Train. Mamy tu fana Black Sabbath. Dobra, gdzie mamy lecieć? Mów do mnie, Jaro.
I just heard a freelancer is missing. Maybe dead. Please confirm. Okay, see if you can find that freelancer. I'll check it out.
Do pana Sztorma to zapraszam do kółka. W kółku jest raźniej. I wybuchają w nim miny. Kto nas tutaj atakuje? No właśnie, tak to się kończy. Tak właśnie się kończy wychodzenie z kółka. Tam środek rozpierdziela. Takie pogo.
There's an incomplete contract for us to take.
Okay.
Ow.
Finish the rest off, my freelancer friend. Finished. Nicely done. This freelancer has a contract dealing with outlaws. Let me check my reports. I'll find work that'll let us finish this. A delivery of supplies got hijacked. Let's go find it.
Okay, understood.
Okay, take care of outlaws, and then search for stolen supplies.
Au. Chcę to zapakować, bo jest na strasznie dużo. Pana Sabatu będzie trochę ciężej uratować. Sam się uratował, dobrze. Coś. Au.
The area's clear.
They are scattered. You have one. Good. Now get those supplies. You shouldn't need any more. You are good for now. Ah, good. Now that you've finished, new work. So, we have a dangerous animal running around in these parts. Check that out.
Jakiś koroks.
Okay, I'm on.
Albo inny ursoks.
I don't see it. Search the area. I bet you can find it.
I'll see what I can find. The remains aren't giving me a direction.
This work? Yes. That should give us a location. must finish off that beast. It caused much damage.
No, mówiłem, że jakieś ursy czy inne.
On it.
Another Earth 6 has arrived. Keep moving. Don't get caught.
Właśnie tego najpierw.
Focus on weak areas. Let's not go down easy.
No, nie chce tu być, nie chce tu być.
You did it. Finish. That is all I have for you right now. Be proud of what you have done.
No dobrze. Zatem zobaczymy tylko jeszcze nasz ekwipunek i będziemy kończyć na tą chwilę. Pewnie się zobaczymy ponownie za około 8 do 10 godzin. Jak się wyśpię, bo streamuję dzisiaj już praktycznie cały dzień. Od około chyba 8 rano. Z drobnymi przerwami. Plus jedną większą na pobranie 10-gigowego patcha, który się zdarzy z nienacka. Kolejna strzelba i kolejna tego samego typu. Gra mi chyba chce coś powiedzieć. Ale nie, zostaje przy pistoletach. Są świetne. Udało nam się dzisiaj przejść główny wątek, co stawia nas w oczekiwaniu na marcowy patch, który dołoży następny akt opowieści. Historia była dosyć standardowa, aczkolwiek wypełniona postaciami typowymi dla BioWare, ciekawymi, charakternymi, chociaż niekoniecznie topowymi z ich dorobku, ale generalnie znakomicie się przy tej grze bawiłem i będę się bawił dalej, idąc właśnie w kierunku endgame'u i starając się polować na coraz to nowe wyzwania. Ja zatem Wam bardzo dziękuję za uwagę dzisiaj, dziękuję, że byliście i oglądaliście stream podczas przechodzenia ostatnich misji i do zobaczenia na niedzielnym streamie, gdzie zajmiemy się kontraktami, zdobywaniem nowego sprzętu, przechodzeniem twierdz oraz polowaniem na przede wszystkim masterworki. Do zobaczenia.